Bulldogs. So today is a very exciting day because today we get to do what everybody thinks about when they think of science. It's Chemical Reactions Day. So DIY 3 is your intro to chemical reactions, and DIY 4 is a follow-up with information on evidence of chemical reactions. Just as a reminder of some upcoming due dates and deadlines, y'all do have a checkpoint tomorrow, Wednesday, over chemical reactions. So be sure that you complete DIY 3 and 4 today so that you are prepared for that checkpoint. Progress reports, they actually don't come out tomorrow. We need to change that. Progress reports will come out on Friday, and you will also have another checkpoint on Friday over law of conservation of mass. All right, so let's look at DIY 3 that you will start with today. Okay, so in cycle 6, Tuesday, October 20th, DIY 3, evidence of chemical reactions lab. So you're going to look at what evidence is there to show that a chemical reaction has taken place. So in order to answer that question, we're going to conduct an experiment and make observations about what we see, feel, hear, and smell, yes, smell, during a known chemical change. Using our observations, we'll create a list of evidence to justify a chemical reaction is happening. To complete the assignment, then you'll choose whichever method below applies to you. So face-to-face students, you're going to watch me conduct the lab in class, and you will make your predictions and observations in your journal as you watch. For those of you that are virtual and at home, you're going to make a copy by clicking on this virtual lab, and you'll complete the lab as you watch the pre-recorded demo. So when you click on the link, it's going to force you to make a copy. So you're going to make that copy of your Google slideshow. And on the very first slide for your lab, it has a little virtual post-it note there for you to type in your name, because this is going to be your lab journal. Then on slide 2, you're going to answer some pre-lab questions. We've got the question and then a space to type in your answer. So you'll just highlight the text that's already there and you'll replace it with your answer. Then you're going to do the same thing with the problem for the lab. How can we use evidence to justify or prove that a chemical reaction has taken place? And you're going to make your predictions. So again, you're going to highlight that text and you're going to replace it with your answers to the questions. On slide 3, it has the list of materials. This is just for you to see and know what we're using in the lab, but you do not need to gather these things. It would be really difficult. Calcium chloride and the phenol red, those are not things that you can just pick up at the store. So this is just for your information to know what we're using in the lab. Then you can look through the slideshow with the procedures so you can make your observations as far as step by step what is happening during the lab. On slide 4, I want you guys to watch the video of the lab demo. Miss Green did this yesterday after school. So I want y'all to watch, make your observations, and as you are watching, the box down here at the bottom, this is where you're going to list the observations. These would be things like what you see happening, what you might hear happening, how something would feel, which I know you can't feel it, but Miss Green will describe how it feels. And then same thing with the smell. Don't smell your computer screen, but you can listen to what Miss Green says about how it changes the smell. Finally, your results and conclusions. So you're going to use your observations from watching the lab demo, and you're going to write a conclusion paragraph that describes the evidence we can use to show a chemical reaction has occurred in a future experiment. So once you have concluded this lab, you are going to save this as a copy in your Google Drive, so you'll have it for later use. If you have questions along the way, you can message me and I would be happy to help you in whatever way that you can. If you don't want to type on the Google slideshow, you can print it out and write on it, or you can just go through the slideshow and write your responses in your journal. All right, so once you're done with the virtual lab, DIY 4 is your follow-up where you will get more information about how to justify that a chemical reaction has taken place. So there's a video that goes through and explains 5 evidences of a chemical reaction. So you're going to watch the video, you're going to take notes, okay, take notes in your journal about what those 5 evidences are, and then you're going to practice what you've learned with the practice questions down at the bottom. So you'll read the question, choose your answer, and then you'll click the check to make sure that you're right. There are those 5 questions for today. And once you have completed that, then you have completed the agenda for today. I hope you guys enjoy at least getting to watch the chemical reaction lab. This is a really, really fun lab, and it's a bummer that we're not able to do it all together in person this year. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and don't forget to be excellent.